And we are back to life, back to reality. Welcome back, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my spare device working here. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, dude.
It's all
It's-
Afro engineered.
when you get on time, you're able to prep. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're able to prep and make sure everything is working properly and functioning. You know,
Right.
that's why to be on time is really to be late.
Yeah,
And
that's
to
what
be-
they say. That's what they say.
So you got to be on time. Make sure all your ducks is in a row, your pencils are sharpened, and your
So
paper is crisp.
I need to probably hire me somebody, to make sure I get it on time. I need to do that. Hire
Yeah.
somebody just for that.
You gonna hire
Or
a
hire
driver?
somebody to handle the stuff that takes me away from being on time. So either or. You know what I mean?
Whatever works for you.
That's probably what I have to do. So
Whatever works for you. So anyway, back to the weekend. So yeah, bridal modeling, hair, salon echelon event, and then
yeah, there's
Just
some nice
spread
hors
it.
d'oeuvres.
hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, they had the classic spinach dip. You know what I'm saying? But they with the Publix though, so I wasn't mad. They with the Publix. You know what I'm saying? You shop at Publix, your standards are a little bit better than most.
With this, like, where else do you find like spinach dip? Like,
I'm saying you could go to any grocery store, but when you shop at Publix, I just feel light skinned. You know what I'm saying?
what does Publix have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, like, just a Publix place. Like, they just better. Seem like everything in Publix is just little.
Shout out to the what is it? It's the plush vodka.
Yeah, the plus vodka. Yeah,
That was really good.
I like that. And I
y'all.
don't even like vodka.
And they have the plum flavor, and that's their only flavor they have. And then I guess the rest of the flavors will come out at the end of August. I think that's what the girl was saying. But
Oh, really? Is that the end of August?
hmm
Yeah, but I like that though. That
So-
plus vodka. Shout out to them. Matter of
They
fact, I
was
think I
good.
still have the guy's card. Yes, that's it right there. See? Boom. Plus vodka.
plush vodka in the pocket. No comment.
You know what I'm saying?
No comment.
You gotta keep your business cards up. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So when they're in your pocket, that's on about the call section. So
the call section.
Yeah, when they're in the pocket. When you put them in the folder and put it, you know what I mean? When you put them away,
I feel like when you put them in your phone, that's the call section.
I mean, I'm a
When they go from the business card to the phone, like a saved contact.
But everybody in the save, you gotta initiate the call with the process of looking at the card, calling it, and then boom.
That ain't me, cause I'm gonna lose a card. Like I will lose it.
I don't
It'll
lose
get
it.
washed in my pants or something.
I don't lose because any call that I get before I even put it anywhere, whatever, I'll have to look at it. Okay, boom. I'm gonna make this call, make the actual live conversation, and then I'll put it in because I have a stack of cards.
You put it in the card Rolodex.
Yeah, because sometimes I just go through.
Do you
my
have
cards
like
and
the
flip
old school Rolodex, or you just have like a random stack?
No, I just have a box, that my old cards came in when I used to get them from Vistaprint or whatnot. So
Shout
I
out to
have the box.
Vistaprint.
Yeah.
If y'all are still using Vistaprint, like, do people still use Vistaprint?
Yeah, you can. And I'll tell anybody if you need business cards, or if you're a business person, get you some business cards.
But like, is Vistaprint like the thing to do, or are people doing like more upscale, like getting more branding, more stuff? Because Vistaprint is kind of like a simple template, and you can kind of like put your own design in there, but it's still like a.
People still doing it. I mean, it's just, there's always going to have a novice level to everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you're just coming out and you're not going to go over the top on business cards and the branding, you may not even understand what branding is about. You're not going to really see the big scheme and the importance and significance of getting them more. Because I've seen where people get the metal cards and it's almost like a credit card. And it's kind of engraved. I'm like, damn, a card like that, you're not going to throw away. You're going to keep it.
I have a friend who makes those type of cards.
You know what I'm saying?
But I saw a business card the other day. Someone showed me a business card the other day that was actually like the Instagram. Like the whole card was like her Instagram face and her Instagram handle, and then it had like her normal business information at the bottom, like as if you were to type it into your description of what you got posting. Like it was cool. I was like, I might have to use that, like for like me as a personality. I felt like that was a cool little, because Instagram rules the world in social media right now. I mean, Facebook is really good. It's really cool.
It is.
But everybody asks for your IG first.
Right. I mean, Instagram just the cool version of Facebook. Facebook got your 45s and ups, and all in your
So
elders
this is
up
how
there.
I see it. I feel like Instagram is the new age in the sense of people's attention spans are shorter. On
Right.
Facebook, there's a lot going on. You got to read a lot. People posting stories and about life. You
Yeah.
can't do all that. You just
Yeah, it's
post
more
a
in
picture,
depth.
tell what's going on, and move
Yeah.
on. And
Yeah.
people like that
Yeah.
quickness, that
Yeah.
scroll through. Like,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Okay.
boom.
Yeah,
Okay,
right. Oh,
boom.
nothingness. Oh, interesting. Nothingness. What is this? Who am I following? You ever scroll and you're like,
Your
how the fuck am I
timeline
follow? How did I ever follow this person? Like, you ever had that moment? You're like, man, delete, man. We get out of here.
I delete a lot of people.
I'm talking about like some people. You're like, I don't know where I was at when I first started
Where
with
you just added
Instagram.
everybody.
You were just adding everybody, and I think I'm like that kind of on Twitter because I got random people with nothingness because I don't have an identity on Twitter really. It's like you just following multiple interests, so your shit is all over. Now that I have a lifestyle and being a personality, fully into comedy, everything is geared. Like I don't even follow a lot of people with names. I follow a few like artists I might like, or maybe an actor or something like that. I follow, like I have 3,500 or something like that people, which is not a lot. But majority of those people, I say probably at least 1,500, 1,700 is probably just all local people or regional. 2,000 is regional from South Carolina, from artists, actresses, and just different people. And, I'm crazy on the
people
social
that
media.
you can actually physically meet.
Like
and
really
see.
people who transit. So I look for people like when, and this is a tip for people for social media. Anytime there's a big event, hashtag and jump on it and draw that attention to yourself with hashtags. People, like she just said to me about hashtags, oh, too many hashtags. It draws a lot of attention your way, and it allows you to spark conversation.
So the
with
reason
social
I
media.
say too many hashtags is because you can't post so many hashtags on your Instagram page before they don't post it. So you'll get a picture and you'll have a blank description because you've put too many hashtags.
No,
They
I know,
limit your hashtags.
I know the exact amount of hashtags you can put on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
You got too much time on your hands.
No, you're supposed to. You're supposed to know where your limit is. What you can do. You're supposed to be able to
I don't. So,
maximize if you can. If you don't see the significance in it, I feel like each hashtag having 300,000 following. If I put I think you put like the 20-something hashtags. If I put up to 22 and each one has a certain amount of following, you allowing that natural, people to come and check your page out because that's how many people are hitting those hashtags. So if you don't have a natural pull, if you don't have advertisement, it's a small form of advertisement too, especially if you get people in a direct lane like entertainment.
So, I mean, I've
artistry.
researched it, and like, when you put hashtags online, if you Google hashtag, it tells you have a 10% chance of this, or a 5%, 20%, 35%. This is a really popping, so you got 50% or whatever. So I get it, but I don't want to over hashtag in the sense of like, I want them to pay attention. Sometimes when it's just a bunch of hashtags, they scroll past it a little better. I like content and then add a little hashtag, but I like to spread out my hashtags over the whole page because I want you to follow the page, not just the post.
No, I get that. That makes sense. That makes sense. But I used. Yeah. And that's what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I noticed I start getting certain people following me, and then people hit your DM like, man, that was funny. This is that whoop the whoop, and all things comedy. Like if you find all things comedy, Insta funny, of course stand up comedy. My general area, Atlanta comedy. Atlanta, comedy hype. All of
You should
shout out to
also
comedy hype.
hashtag your name.
And of course, my name is my handle's in there, Duke Desdale.
Yeah.
So,
That way, when people are like looking to see, you want to see what I do, just check my hashtag.
and that's
then
what I
it
like
links up all
about
the
IG.
stuff.
That's what I like about IG because when you get in the DM, whatever you hyperlink hashtag in the DM, people could go straight to it. On messages doesn't have the same effect. You see what I'm saying with Facebook or whatnot. So I like that aspect of it because people are like, well, who are you? And I just put hashtag Duke Desdale or hashtag the Litt Netwrk if that's what I'm speaking with them about as far as on the behalf of the radio show. And they be like, oh man. And some people are like, well, whatever. But normally it's people, people are like, oh, okay, man, I see you got something going on, so what's up? Like, what's the pitch? And it's like, yo, well, and the whole sales pitch is whatever it is if it's entertainment from the aspect of artistry, a poet, actress, or, author, or whatever, then that's how the conversation carries on. And that's how, for people who don't know, that's how we get, our people to come on and come and rock with us at the Litt Netwrk. And Tony does an amazing job at organizing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff with the Litt Netwrk. So clap it up for her, engineer, DJ guy. Can we get some clap up on the, you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Live claps. We prefer live claps in here. Authentic claps. Authentic claps. So that's what we're going to do. So, shout out to Tony Dominique for that.
Yeah, hilarious. Oh, my God. Y'all are so funny. But thank you. I appreciate you. We're going to move into the good show, and we're going to hit it with the Tony's Hot Tea Topics.
If there's something hot to talk about, whatever it is, you know that we gon' put it out here on Tony's Hot Tea Topics. Tony's Hot Tea Topics tonight.
All right. Every time I like that, I feel like
I'm a fan of it.
I'm a fan too. But anyway, moving into these hot tea topics, lovers and losers, let me tell y'all what's going on in these streets. So, if y'all know Khalees, her milkshake brought all the boys to the yard. Well, now they're bringing her to her farm yard because she has decided to sell her nice, beautiful house and buy a farm. She says she wants to focus on helping with the things that black people eat. She feels like we're not, really having the best choices and things. So she bought a farm so she can, be a farmer and sell some good organic foods for us. So shout out Khalees, taking the health journey.
Yeah,
being
shout
a part
out to
of
Khalees. She fly.
The agricultural journey.
I didn't know that was her angle, though. I didn't know that was her angle. I didn't know that's how she was living, how she was rocking. Deep down on the low.
She been kind of quiet, so she been kind of,
Excuse me.
doing what she got to do, I guess.
Well, on the low, I have an interest in agriculture and farming myself.
Okay, you can get you some land, or
well,
maybe you can link with her and see what she got going on.
I already have land. I have ties to land anyway. I should say my grandparents have up to 47 acres. So,
do they got the mule?
Nah. Well, they got several mules and several horses, and Well, shout out to the agriculture community. That's a major community. And it's just livestock and that whole thing. And I know a lot of people on the vegan kick, but I don't have anything wrong with animals, and it's cool not to like animals and want to eat vegetables, but some good beef bacon.
Against,
that beef bacon with the eggs, with some of that blueberry toast and breakfast bread. Oh, Jesus Christ, you got me.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, shout out to Khalees. Do your thing, girl. I applaud you anyway. Next on the list, Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She is engaged again.
All right.
But she is engaged to sportscaster Mike Hill. He just proposed to her at one of her events, her wine vineyard event. She was, branding. Shout out to her for her branding. She got glasses, she got clothes, she got wine. She is out there making them coins. She got her modeling agency. She's like nonstop. So I commend her for all that. And she didn't snatch up a man. Peter, don't get mad about it. Even though Peter has another woman, but you know what I'm saying. She's doing her thing, and she got her another one. Also, Nas in an interview, and I thought this was kind of interesting since this is what we talk about. We talk about independent music, independent people just trying to grow your brand and things like that. But Nas stated that he wanted to do some work with Prince, and Prince turned him down because he didn't own his own masters. So,
hey, that's a G move though. That's gangster.
I'm just saying,
get your shit together, then come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And a guy like Nas, it's like you gotta handle your business. I feel like. And speaking on Nas, because we was talking, it was a post on Facebook. I forgot one of my Facebook friends, and they were talking about, how good J. Cole is, and they referenced how he was better. Somebody in the comments said, well, he's better than Nas. And I'm like, he plays with words real well, but Nas is a legend. And I don't think, Cole is at a legend status. But I feel like with Nas, it's on that focal point. I feel like Nas' career could have went better if, on the business side, things probably would have been different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If he would have got his masters and kind of...
It just don't seem like the business end of his career is quite...
I think it also depends who's on his team. I don't think he had the right team.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah. I don't think he had the right team. And I don't think he had the right mindset. He's a creative. He has talent. He's amazing. but there's a certain mindset that you have to do both.
Right.
Like there's
right,
some
right.
people who like, look, I just want to draw. I just
Right.
want to do art. Like you just want to do comedy. You just
right.
want to do,
No, acting.
I'm just,
I
I wasn't
am a radio
finished.
host.
I wasn't
Okay.
finished.
Okay. All right, go. Continue.
He's sensitive. I was gonna say you want to do comedy, and I was gonna say acting, and you also, you want to do your barber mobile and all that. You
Of
have
course,
other
yes.
things that you want to
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
but I'm sure if someone else did the admin for you, you'd probably be a little more productive in far as like getting that
Yes.
actually flowing in the direction that you
Yes.
want to do. So I feel like the same thing with Nas, like. Had he had a certain type of team around him that was like, look, we should really move this way. These are the money moves we need to make. I think he was more focused on his craft, his talent, and really getting out the music. I don't think he paid attention to a lot of the.
That's a great way to
Backstep.
that's a great observation.
You guys are good outside of music too, though.
I mean, yeah, now.
You know the Ring doorbell system.
Well, now, but you know what I'm saying? That's because I don't know.
I think we kind of secretly compare him to Jay-Z. I think that's what it is. I think we
That might be
secretly
it.
like
That might
you know
be
what I'm
it.
saying? Like,
like you should be with Jay-Z.
he's better
right
off
now.
than Biggie, clearly, because he's alive.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
But you should be with
R.I.P. to
Jay-Z.
Biggie. But then you look at Jay-Z and you be like, bruh, like, listen,
You
from the
behind.
element, now we're going to shift the, a little bit. Now you look at Hova, right? And he done been through so many changes. We watch him grow. He dropped a hot album on, some people may debate that, but he dropped a hot album for the most part every year for 10 years, for a decade. That's very difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? At that time, which hip-hop was I think, at its best, it had passed the 70s and 80s. It was in the height of the 90s, going 2000s. And I just felt like he's the model template to say the ideal rapper in the sense of how you do it.
This is how your business should flow, and this is where you should
right.
end up
I'm
when
talking
you're
about at the
ready.
end of the day, by the time you 47,
You should be right
as
here.
a rapper, But then I don't knock a baby who really has been the consistent person, a Birdman who's been the consistent, mogul in hip hop. Hey, his brand has never fell off.
Right, and he's definitely got a lot of behind the scenes. He's got a lot of things going in that aspect. But I mean, so I guess the overall thing would be, you need to have a plan. Don't just go out and think like, oh, I'm doing music.
But don't just be or like they tell us, a lot of the OGs in comedy, don't just be the talent in the room. And I try to pass that same mentality down to a lot of young. Don't just be the talent in the room. You know how to maneuver beyond just being the talent in the room. You know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of if everybody watched the I had a whole, it was in my head, and New Edition, the New Edition show. You know how one of them was like, look, I need to know the background music. I need to know. You know what I'm saying? So when they broke off, he was still making money because he was producing and he was doing, the other stuff under the scenes, because he's like, okay, I'm touring with y'all, but I'm getting artists too. All right, I'm touring with y'all, but I'm producing too.
Right.
So like, you really got to have multiple coins. You ain't got to have them all, but you got to have different avenues.
Look at his progression, right? The selling joint. He had the gold teeth. You can look at the throwback pictures of him. He had the chains. He was like what these rappers are now. Like he was on that level, but he actually did it on the level that they speaking on. Like he's a walking testimony, right? Then he goes and run his own business, put his boys on from.
But you can't no shade to Master P either, because Master P has his stuff going
absolutely,
too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And then he's passing it down to Lil Romeo.
And that's just being a boss.
Romeo,
and I think that's the element. Like Nas don't have the boss aspect as much as those guys for what we know. Right. Just being viewers and listeners and, people who are fans of hip hop, and we gonna judge and rate at the end of the day. Like I remember when The Source came out, I was ready to rate some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Double XL or whatever, So of course, kids don't really speak on that now. Everything is a vibe now. It ain't about lyrics or even with R&B, where it was like, like some love and some validity, like you believed he really he went through something. Now it's just, they fucking the trap music now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's a different thing. Slide her the auxiliary cord and get ready, cuz.
But shout out to Nas, because I'm sure he ain't broke and he doing his thing. He out here touring. So if y'all going to
shout out to Nas. We ain't really kicking Nas in the ass. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we doing.
Shout
here.
out to Nas.
Shout out to
Nasir
Nasir Jones.
going on. He's still making music. His music's still hot.
Yeah.
He's still selling out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do your thing, Nas.
Yeah.
Also, Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy is in the streets, and not really in the streets like that. I don't mean like that, but she, they saying, the buzz about it is that she may be the next Beyonce, because she has got her first writer credit on her new album, and she has wrote on the song "Little Brown Girls," and so Blue Ivy got some little writing credit.
So what did she come out rapping and singing, killing the game? like rapping and singing, like that next thing. Like you thought that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith kids was something.
Right.
Like these Carter kids, they got 3 of them. I'm telling you, man. Like they're gonna be listen. They're gonna be up there with LeBron James' son.
So every time I think about when people say the Carter kids, I always think about the meme where they reference them to being the Proud Family cartoon. Because, they got
funny.
the one penny, that's Blue Ivy, and then they got the 2 babies.
Right.
And that's the 2 little kids on the show. And then you got Jay-Z and then the mom, and then Beyonce as the mom. Like, I feel like
that's funny.
they're the
That's
live
a cold
action.
comparison.
They're the
I like
live
that.
action Proud Family.
I like that. But just think about those kids, though. Like, that level of elite status kids, like, them kids, even, of course, Will Smith kids, too. They're a little bit older. But them kids, and then you got LeBron James kid and D-Wade, Zaire, and Bronny, and, man, these...
But you still got
that's why we
Michael Jackson
we working.
kids.
Give me something. Our kids going to get it. Give me something. We're telling you, we going to be based in Atlanta, but we going to have a house over there in Beverly Hills somewhere, some shit.
We're going to be bi-coastal.
No, what's the place in California? Calabasas. We gonna get us it might be our party spot. It may be the Litt Netwrk party spot. Y'all in here right now. We gonna get a Calabasas spot. Ricardo gonna have all the keys, so you gotta go through him. So if you don't meet the checkpoints, you know what I'm saying?
You got to have a house in 3. So I was watching.
You checking your Christian points, nigga. Can't come here.
I haven't watched it in a while, but when it was popping and really, really going, and I guess it might be still popping now, you know what I'm saying? Growing up hip hop, you got to have a house in 3 locations. You got to have one in Cali, one in New York, and one in Atlanta.
Right.
Because that's where they go all the time. They're like, all right, yo, I'm finna get on the plane. What you doing? Oh, you in New York? I'm finna be over there for an event. Oh, you
and then Miami.
Cali?
You got to throw Miami in there, too.
You got to have one in Miami. You're right. You absolutely. So it's really
so,
4 spaces. You really got to have a.
Yeah, you got to throw Miami in there. And then, if
spot.
you're doing it, you might as well just get you something in Houston, No?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Wah.
Oh, y'all gonna play H-Town like that?
I mean, it could grow into something, but right now, nobody's really checking for Houston like that.
Well, Westbrook went to Houston, so, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Went.
Okay. That's a big deal in the sports world. Like,
I'm
we're
just
sports
saying,
fans.
we ain't
shout
trying
out
to
to Russell Westbrook. James Harden, play some more defense. Shit.
But anyway, go ahead, Blue Ivy. You better, brand yourself. You're like, look, yes, Beyonce's my mom, but I'm finna get this coin.
Yeah.
Start your children with coinage. If you got a business, bring your kids in, get them something, especially if you're doing music. Get your kids. I know there's a lot of artists who put their kids on, as producer credit, writer credit, whatever, so they're always getting a check. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Put it in your kid's name the right way.
Set it up.
You know what I'm saying? Put it in your kid's name the right way.
So they can really have their coins and they don't have to depend on you. And if they do have dreams and visions, they have some money to kind of start and fund their own stuff.
Yes. Pour into your kids is pretty much what we're saying. Pour into your damn nut trophies. You understand? That's what you do.
Dude. No, that's a negative. We're not going for that. Anyway, Megan Thee Stallion, shout out to her. As y'all know, Cardi B trademark. Well, Megan Thee Stallion is taking her own thing and she is coining Hot Girl Summer. She said that it's hers. She's trademarking it and she gonna make her coinage off of it because everybody this summer it's like been Hot Girl Summer. Yes, men have been saying Hot Boy Summer too, but mostly been girls winning all Hot Girl Summer. So go ahead, Megan
It's a
Thee
woman
Stallion.
in power. Like, listen, if you go against women in this wave, you're gonna get crushed. Cause you can't say nothing anti-woman. Listen, I love women. A little too much sometimes, but I love women. Like, for real, I ain't got nothing to say about no women. You understand? We need to build a sanctuary where they could go and synchronize they monthly and just have peace and pamper.
No,
you dig what I'm saying? That's what we need to do.
No,
like, you know what I mean? And then we could go watch sports. It'd be a vacation for everybody for a week. No. And then there'd be a place in there where they could have 24-hour daycare. It could be like trampolines and all day 2K.
No.
And they take them to school for you.
No.
You'd be like, great, we could get away from the kids, get away from each other. We ain't got to cheat or nothing because it got cameras so you can see what your mate is doing and your kids are doing.
No, that's
you feel what I'm saying? If you want to check in like that.
Pass.
I'm just saying. I just threw y'all a jewel. Y'all might want to make that up.
Pass.
LLC
last thing on the agenda, since we know all about that music, Blueface has declared himself the best lyricist in the game.
Oh, man.
How y'all feel about that?
Oh, man.
Blueface.
Listen, how many times have hip-hop died now? Huh? This has to be at least the 11,000th time when he just said that. Hip hop has died. At least it's
Well,
11,000.
If Jacquees can say he is the
Come
king
on.
of R&B,
See, they don't respect shit.
then
They
Blueface can say he the best lyricist.
They don't respect shit. They just go out and say anything.
Well, this is the world where
they in their feelings.
This is the world basically that you can be whatever you identify as. So if he identifies as the best lyricist,
there's no boundaries, no limitations. So we living in a world like that. We're just a Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm
gonna start walking around, and going to like great, famous, over the top stuff, and be like, they can be like, ma'am, you can't. I identify as a millionaire. She belongs here.
Hey,
she's here.
Hey, what about? I wish that had worked in slavery, man. That shit would have been great. And you just grabbed the whip.
I identify as an owner.
No, you just grabbed the whip. Like, you just grabbed the whip like master. Just whip. Shit, you saddle your own goddamn horse, man.
I don't know. I feel like that could have worked had the mindset been different. Like I feel like it was more of us than them. It could have really been.
Well, I just think black people are just too loving. Ultimately, we just really want a fellowship. You know what I'm saying?
We do love.
That's really ultimately what we want to do. We just want a fellowship, man.
We
and
invite
just
anybody to the house, eat some.
See,
food.
I'm gonna tell you why they were so mean, because their food was nasty. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why they were so disgusted with everything.
The
they had no flavor,
and
they didn't know how to dance. Just imagine what their sex was like before they interjected us into their mix.
So are you saying it was a jealousy takeover?
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, they beat you because you was amazing. Like, they was like, they didn't even know. We didn't even know what melanin was. We didn't have books and shit, so we really,
it was like the bullying on a different
They got
level?
upset because you could stay in the heat longer than they could, and they burn up. You see what I'm saying?
I'm done with
those
you.
reasons
I'm
why.
so done with you.
Come with the lashes.
Wait, Liddy in the City. Make sure y'all go out tomorrow night. Duke, the illustrious. I don't even know if you could say his name with the word illustrious, but anyway, the illustrious. Duke.
I don't really. That's an androgynous word. I don't really. You took that word from yesterday in that environment we was in.
You in this androgynous. Oh my God! But anyway, Duke, tell them about what you got going on. Who's gonna be there? Who we gonna see?
Man, listen, you're gonna see some of the hottest comedians coming out of Atlanta. I'm working on getting a lot of comedians out of town. They're gonna come and rock with me. And it's I don't know the exact address, but if you check my social media, that's at Duke Desdune, DukeDesDunes on all social media platforms. You'll find the flyer, you'll find the address and all the fine details. Read the fine print. It's like listening to the last part of the commercial where they tell you that your rectum might bleed if you take this pill for your headache or some shit.
And your nose will peel off. And then your ear might bleed and you lose your hearing in your left side.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. So you might want to pay attention.
May cause sudden death.
Right. So if you read for this, you won't have that happen to you, but you can definitely come out, laugh. Know that we have $5 daiquiris. We just added to it. Shout out to Tony, the owner, over at View Lounge.
Not this Tony.
No, not this Tony. It's a Tony with a Y. Male Tony. You know what I mean? But shout out to him. He added unlimited crab legs for $25. From 6 to 9. The show starts at 8.
Can I bring my own?
I don't really think code going to allow us to do that. You can't bring food in to a food establishment. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody gets sick because you shared it, they might blame it on the establishment.
I'm sharing.
Okay, well maybe.
I don't share.
Maybe, but you could bring them eat in the car.
I'm gonna ask him and say, "Excuse me, can I bring my own food?" I feel like when Tony's meet, we connect on a different way, so it's gonna be okay.
Y'all might connect, but anyway, and we also have hookahs, and the hookah ladies in there. Shout out to TT, the manager of the spot. That's my homegirl. I've been knowing for a while.
Well, ask him he hiring. I want to be a hookah girl. I always want. You know what? I always want to be like, just do like a cool ratchet job.
You want to be the cool chick on the block. I know. I see.
Like if I work at a restaurant, I don't want to be the restaurant they have on like the button up and like nice pants. I want to have on like the Hooters outfit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to have like little. I have ratchet tendencies.
Yeah, she want to do ratchet hoe shit. That's pretty much what she's saying.
Like
that's pretty much
That's fine.
But you know what? Back in the day, what's the most ratchet thing back in the day was to be a Hooter girl, really. Like that was the pinnacle.
Like, oh my God, you're
like,
Hooter.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all remember that? I want y'all to let us know in the comments. Like I remember when my cousin became a Hooter girl, everybody was talking. It was the hush, like hey, the Hooter girl.
I used to want to be a Hooters girl so bad. Yeah. I used to want the outfit. I used to be like, oh my God, like dress up for it for Halloween. Right. Like that's just.
I mean, because in music back then, the strip, like you had one Lil' Kim. Like now you got a bunch
You
of
wanna
Lil.
bump it
Every
with the
artist
beat, huh?
was a
What?
Lil Kim. You know, even Foxy wasn't Lil Kim. Foxy was, you know, Foxy, but Kim, Eve was kind of a little bit above
'Cause
Foxy, close to
Foxy
Kim.
was-
Kim was here though.
Cause
Kim
no,
was here.
Foxy was more like, okay, I'm rough, classy.
Yeah, and sexy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Eve was like, yo, I'm hard.
I'm hard, but I'm sexy.
cute. Right. And Kim was like, I'm ratchet and I'm out here.
I'm sexy and I'm straight hoeing and I got a lot of got pump my chest for something or whatever. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just saying, but shout out to Kim. But what I'm saying is, you didn't have so much sex soul in music then, so you didn't really, you know, like you had ratchet shit in the neighborhood, especially from New Orleans. It was always bounce music. Shout out to New Orleans music. You know, they using this whole twerking thing. We've been pee-popping back then. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. But to have a job, you didn't have chicks talking about, I'm about to go work at such and such strip club. You know what I'm saying? Like she.
You just did it.
No. But really, at one point, being a stripper really was like, I fell on hard times, but I got a bad body. That was what strip clubs and titty bars were. You had a nice rack for white guys, and you can go to a titty bar, you know, and they had topless bars. They didn't even take their bottom off. But then the strip club, we wanted to see the full monty.
We need one of those beep sounds.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need the full thing. So then it was like, that was like, you know, like it wasn't no, I'm going to leave high school and I'm going there. Like now, strokers, pinups, was particularly strokers because it's in the community. In Clarkston. So,
right, it's a whole neighborhood behind it.
Like, it's a whole neighborhood.
I used to live in that neighborhood.
I used to live there. Shout out to, what was it? Lakeshore Apartments. You know what I'm saying?
I used to live back there,
you know?
But I moved out because my apartment caught on fire.
Well, I liked it because
the
I
apartment
had,
next to mine
I
caught
had
on fire,
two
which
pit
means
bulls.
mine has to catch on fire. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody doing something next to you, doing some stuff that mess up your stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I liked Clarkston because, you know, I had two pit bulls and I could just be a nigga there.
Clarkston is one of those areas where it's like...
I could just get my nigga on in that area.
Could do anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever listen, I'm going to tell you this for all fellas. If you're going through a breakup, you're going through financial situation.
Go to Clarkston.
Man, move to Clarkston because the standard is a little lower. It's right off the exit. It's right off 285. It's great location. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for it ain't the best in school. So if you're a single dude, it's great. If you got a little kid, you might want to drive your kid over to the Tucker, Norcross area, maybe.
No,
my
God. Anyway, we're going to take a little break. We're going to play the next song, Cut Up, because Duke is really cutting up by T-Dot, okay?
We lit!
It's the underdog.
Cut up for a bad hoe. I got ass on the dance floor. Show your mama made a freak hoe. Bust it open for me, make your knees touch your elbow. Cut up for a bad hoe. I got ass on the dance floor. Show your mama made a freak hoe. Bust it open for me, make your knees touch your elbow. Shake that ass like a freak hoe. Act a donkey on the dance floor. Baby, make your knees touch your elbows. Got the club looking like a tip drill video. G got me on that moon rock. Bitch, I'm so high, I might moonwalk. Tonight gon' be a classic, no rebound. Like West Coast production, I wanna see that booty talk. Bust it up until your back hurt. Titties busting out your t-shirt. Hating ass niggas get their feelings hurt. Before you fuck with me, you better do your damn research. Cut up for a bad hoe. I got ass on the dance floor. Show your mama made a freak hoe. Bust it open for me, make your knees touch your elbow. Cut up for a bag hoe. I got ass on the dance floor. Show your mama made a freak hoe. Bust it open for me, make your knees touch your elbow.
Cut up for a bag hoe. Got some big titties but no ass though. But shawty doing her thing though. Still bust her ass down when the club close. I ain't in Canada but I'm wildin' out. Tryna get them hoes to put their titties out. The bean got me rolling out. They say I'm tripping and the bounce is about to put me out. I do it, I stick it, baby. Baby girl, you so fine, you need a ticket. Out of all them hoes, you the thickest. Baby. Forward me, I beat that pussy to submission.
Cut up for a bad hoe. I got ass on the dance floor. Show your mama made a freak hoe. Bust it open for me, make your knees touch your elbow. Cut up for a bag hoe. I got ass on the dance floor. Show your mama made a freak hoe. Bust it open for me, make your knees touch your elbow.
Yeah, we back. That shit was lit. You know what I'm saying? Our engineer section not really agreeing, you know.
You don't think it was lit?
Nah, he's not feeling it. Look at you. That's not his type of twist, you know. You don't want him to
feel
cut
like
up for a bag, hope.
I feel like it fell right in line with what we was just talking about.
I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like it. You know, it was lit.
Ratchet tendencies.
Yeah. I mean, ratchet hoe tendencies. Everybody got it.
Why it have to be like ratchet hoe tendencies? Like, why can't I just have ratchet tendencies?
Because ratchet is in the department of hoe.
But it's not the same.
It's parallel.
But it's not the same.
Oh, they run neck and neck.
But it's not
like
the same.
1 and 1, 11.
Until you can say they're the same, because you're saying adjacent, similar. Not. I have not heard the same. It's not the same.
11 has 2 numbers in it, right? To make 11, right?
No.
1 and 1, right?
But
so therefore, they are in unison.
But each number,
as individuals, to represent one cause, which is 11.
Number has its own identity.
Right, but they come together.
They don't.
To represent a higher cause greater than themselves individually. Is what I'm saying. So in relations to that,
but you can't say that there's still a 1 in there. So if you make it 1, which is ratchet, and I want to be by myself, then I'm 1. It's just 1. You can't make me 11 if I ain't trying to be 11.
Listen,
I'm trying to be
when
1.
You do let's say what's ratchet?
Ratchet,
bending over twerking, right?
No, that is a ratchet activity. Absolutely, but it's
so
not
that's
ratchet.
What we saying. Ratchet is the expression of the activity in which you represent.
But ratchet is a several forms of activities that you could do to be ratchet. It doesn't make you a hoe because you're ratchet.
But ratchet hoes do ratchet shit.
Okay, but that's ratchet. That's ratchet hoes. If ratchet hoes do that, then ratchet people don't have to be the same.
So if you're not a hoe, you're not ratchet. For real. So you just doing ratchet hoe shit?
No. Pineapples. Pineapples.
Okay.
You just trying to make it your own thing, but it's
not.
It's ratchet is. 1 and 11.
Listen.
1
Ricardo driving, and he sees some stuff that's
Don't
ratchet.
bring him in here. He minding his business.
Right? I'm just saying because he's not that type of character, right? So he would say, well, that's some ratchet shit. So he gonna curse, even in his spirit, in himself, because he know God listening, because he in his mind, he like, that's some ratchet. Oh, excuse me, God, because I'm about to go there. Because that ain't even my twist. You dig what I'm saying? And that's going to represent a certain fabric or something that he going to be putting in. Just like if he would see some hope stuff, he'd be like, I ain't trying to be judgmental, God.
So how does that have its own thing by itself?
Because it's ratchet and hoe is the same thing.
They not.
They don't separate. You can't separate
I'm going to agree to disagree with you today.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's just agree to disagree because I don't.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Don't call on the Lord in this moment right here. This is not where we at with
Sometimes we need him to intervene because, your personality is so big.
NT ways.
It's the Litt Netwrk. Yeah, Duke there, Duke. Shit, that's Tony Dominique.
Get your whole life together. Anyway, it is time for the lit conversation. Okay,
talk to me.
And y'all know I really get these conversations because I be ear hustling sometimes. I be at the bar, hear some people talking. I be like, say what? Or I'm talking to somebody and they mention something, and I be like, so I have to bring it to the platform to see what y'all think about it because I don't. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I feel my own way, or sometimes I just how you feel some type of way, and you be like, am I wrong? And you gotta ask somebody else. That's what these lit conversations be about. But so I was talking to some homegirls, a group of women, a group of peoples that I know.
Okay.
And we was talking about the dating scene and the good ATL. And you know what I'm saying? With all the networking events and everything going around, it's very easy to meet somebody who lives extremely far from you. Like y'all could meet in Atlanta. Absolutely. And then she live in Loganville and he live in Ellenwood. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good little distance. Sometimes you could drive an hour and a half.
Well, it's the average drive is about 47, 48 minutes.
But the question is, or the topic was, some of the conversation people feel that men should be more willing to drive to women. Some people say it shouldn't be like that. It should be equal 50-50. Others say that it depends on how the man feels about the woman because they should think about her safety when you're out and about. You don't really want her to drive too far or something that would endanger her, especially if she's driving by herself and you're not driving her somewhere. So the question is, should men be more prone to drive more to the women Or should it be an equal 50-50 split if y'all are interested in each other like that?
My gentleman answer, the answer my mother probably would like for me to say would be,
Your mama ain't watching. I ain't see her tune in.
you know, but I'm just saying, to get my Christian points up, that answer would be pretty much to go and pick her up. You know what I mean? And just cater to her side. So if you do have to drive, you minimize her drive. But I do know if you fill up that gas tank, she ain't really that mad. You know what I'm saying? That drive is a little different when she riding on you.
So if you cash out her some gas,
oh, there's nothing.
She's going everywhere. She's going across the road.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be all right. Because, people like to maneuver how they want to maneuver. So, especially if it's to be, it depends on the date. Like at the beginning of it, you don't know the person. So if you get different, that awkward ride back type shit. So, but as you get more familiar and, just become a little bit more exclusive, really, she going to want to get to you anyway. Because that's going to be inconvenience. Like the way we live and how life is set up, the convenience of let me get in my car and go get to my guy or my interest is going to be that's just the way, the flow of it. If people try to play this this the thing. It went that way because women didn't have cars back then. You know what I'm saying? Like we opened the door because the car door was too damn heavy back then. They didn't have automatic doors that open up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it was more daintier time.
So are you playing chivalry?
No,
are you saying chivalry was just a happenstance? It wasn't something that really people wanted to do?
No, what I'm saying is the times are different, right? Times are different, and to run parallel with this, even on the intimacy, the text message, we got emojis to represent us. So if I send some emojis, you can be like, oh, thank you. You might send one back. Kiss face, double kiss face. You dig what I'm saying? Triple kiss face, kissy
you
kissy
acting
back
real
back.
Duke like.
You dig what I'm saying? So the intimacy is different now. Our intimacy is electronic. We don't, and then we already setting our tone now. We ain't on the phone like this and the music playing in the back. And
no, you
feel
hang
what I'm saying?
up. No, you hang
so
up.
So that vibe is different. Like the way we approach.
Let's just stay on the phone till we fall asleep.
That. What happens is you send a nasty text or
you
send a nasty text or insinuating text, right?
You be on the phone.
You see what I'm saying?
Fall asleep on the phone.
You send one of those texts, right? And once you do that, now this person don't respond, and you just get that follow up in the morning. Hey, I fell asleep.
Let me tell y'all something.
I was supposed to send you that text. I forgot to send.
Let me tell y'all something really like new age that I do, and I don't care. It's extremely corny, but I'm an extremely corny person. So I'm very busy, and a lot of times I just don't want to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be in my bed doing my thing, or like it's a good Tuesday, and you on your side and I'm on my side. So what I like to do is on the phone movie dates. Like I like to okay, call you up, we on the phone, we talking, we're gonna talk anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just sit there and talk all the time. Like let's do something. So we'll play the movie on Netflix or whatever at the same time.
I've done that
and
before.
Watch the movie together on the phone.
When I was a teenager,
I do that now.
I did that when I was. But see what it is she does that because she wants to vibe with you, but she has a distance. Like she appreciate isolation so much.
I
to the
definitely
point
like
where
to be by myself.
she wants your attention, but not your company. You see what I'm saying? So that's the way to occupy you, knowing that I have your attention, but I don't have to have you. I guess I don't have to be bothered with your presence.
I don't want to say it bothers me.
I have your essence
like to be
with
by
me.
myself.
You know what I mean? Like I have your essence. And then the flip side of that, she has kids. She has grown boys, so she can't just make the little guys go in their room and go to sleep. You know, them little niggas roaming with their shirt off. They got young testosterone running around there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, she got to be very creative. So if you like her, you got to be very crafty in your creativeness. You dig? Now, if the guy says like what I said, like, yo, take this gas money, or I cashed up, you like, yo, did you mean to cash at me, whatever amount? They'd be like, yeah, I sent you that. Go ahead, put that in your gas. Not today. See, they love that because they always feel like you press it too hard. Not today. And you expect she gonna probably use that gas for something else, not you, but she gonna double back and make it worth it. So that's the thing. You got to drop your investments for delayed responses. You can't get your immediate response. You dig what I'm saying? It's like when they come over there.
You got to build the platform to make the house. When they come over there,
they got to make you know that it ain't going to be nothing. I'm going to come over here and just, you know what I'm saying? Then when they come over, they're going to sit on the other off sofa. You dig what I'm saying?
You speaking from experience?
No, I read a book.
He's speaking from experience.
I read a book.
This is what they do to him.
I read.
This is what you be doing.
I read.
Yo, so if y'all looking for Cash App Shawty, Duke is gonna Cash App you.
But listen, shout out to the Cash App.
Tell him he cute and he gonna Cash App you.
Shout out to the Cash App.
Too much time.
And I also want to announce this. You know what I'm saying? I'm officially, after we get this back to school, I'm gonna be taking me an actual day off. I work 7 days a week. I'm gonna actually take a day off. You know what I mean?
Believe it when I see it.
Dead ass, no bull. And I got something for the people. I ain't gonna announce it now, but I got something for the people.
Oh, you ain't gonna? Who are you?
I'm not, because I'm doing some things different. But I got something for the people, and I think they're gonna like it. Some people may want to partner up with me on it. If not, it doesn't even matter. But I think this is going to be something that is going to be engaging. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm so proud of you right now.
Yeah,
I think I have been working so hard on Duke, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't have to be your man to mold them women out here. Like, just put some little seeds in his ear, and you really think they don't hear you. But if you keep putting them little seeds, something gonna grow women. Like, don't get discouraged, and don't be like all attitudinal. Like, when you get attitudinal, that seed, the land in his ear that you planted, it dry up. So women, if y'all are out here, just be real pleasant with him. Be like, look, okay, you should do this, you should do that. You know what I'm saying? Just throw it in there every now and then, and I promise you, Duke is my example, y'all. It picks up. I feel like a newborn, like I just had a newborn. It's so adorable. Like, Duke, I'm so proud of you right now. I'm just gleaming with joy. It's like he having like his little pageant day or like a little church Easter speech. Dude, you just made me feel so great right now. I just don't even know what to do. I am so much so that I'm gonna take a break and we're gonna play this next song before Duke even get into it. We're gonna play "Hungry" by Young Rizzy.
We lit.
I've been starving for too long, hey, they gon' make a plan. A nigga running up the paper when they got some cash. Now I'm in first place, can't go back to being last. Yeah. I've been starving for too long, hey, they gon' make a plan. A nigga running up the paper when they got some cash. Now I'm in first place, can't go back to being last. Did it all cause I was hungry, yeah. I've been starving for too long, had to go make a plan. A nigga running up the paper when they got some cash. Now I'm in first place, can't go back to being last. Did it all cause I was hungry, yeah. Look in the fridge and shit that I eat. Tired of ramen noodles, I'm tryna feast. Ever since the time I've been on my feet, 10 toes down through southeast. Just tryna get what I want. Growing up wasn't privileged, now I got a bag. I don't know how to act, gotta stay on track. Mama told me watch my back, all eyes on me. Since a nigga want change, give me money, fuck fame. They tryna throw dirt on my name, cause I said they ain't gang. All of my niggas know what's up, one up. Then we all love, wrong with some fellas who get no fucks. We was starving, we want all the bucks. I ain't talking Milwaukee, bitch, I'm talking about the guap. Never will a nigga stop, work until a nigga drop. Pray a nigga don't flop, overtime like pops. It's all I know, before I ain't had no dough. Now I got what I want plus more. I've been starving for too long, had to go make a plan. A nigga running up the paper when they got some cash. Now I'm in first place, can't go back to being last. Did it all cause I was hungry, yeah. I've been starving for too long, had to go make a plan. A nigga running up the paper when they got some cash. Now I'm in first place, can't go back to being last. Did it all cause I was hungry, yeah.
I'm in first place, I can't go back to being last. I'm a trapper, baby, I like all my money fast. With trap these shit, you know I'm all about the cash. Hell nah, I don't speak broke, I'm steady in my bag. I be running up on plays just like a game of tag. My mama say slow down, need for speed, you go too fast. I got 150 on the dash, I'm trying to escape my past. I wear the paint up on my face, it's just like a mask. Tattoos cover my wounds, it's just like a cast. This shit was overdue, but look, I'm here at last. Remember telling them I'ma make it, all they did was laugh. I'm a hustler, so they thought all I knew was math.
I've been starving for too long, had to go make a plan. A nigga running up the paper when they got some cash. Now I'm in first place, can't go back to being last. Did it all cause I was hungry, yeah. I've been starving for too long, had to go make a
It's your girl, CJ Ray.
And KB, hey y'all.
Of Degrees and Truck Tees.
We need you to tune in and turn up with us
Each and every Saturday from 2 to 4. Banging hits from NWA,
Nipsey Hussle,
UGK,
and Cardi.
and we don't stray away from nothing. Politics, sports, hot topics,
And best believe we gonna talk that.
Degrees and Truck Tees.
CJ Ray, repping from the Bay to LA.
KB holding it down for the A. 2 to 4 every Saturday. Unapologetically dope.
And we're back.
Are we?
Yes. And
It's your girl, Tony Dominique.
Duke Desdone, this is the Litt Netwrk.
We're living in today's time.
Absolutely. That last joint, you know what I'm saying? I like the vibe. I think you got to get the engineering, audio a little bit sharper, but I like the vibe, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to say that was lit.
I knew it. I told y'all. When we was on break, I said, Duke's going to say this is lit.
I don't have a problem saying it is not lit. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
you do.
I really don't.
It's some stuff that be some straight, like, get your life together, put that away, don't ever bring it
Well,
back.
because I
And
look
you
at
still
stuff
say
from
it's
the
lit.
craft aspect sometimes first, and I see what they angle, what they going. Like, when it's just trash, you like, you know what I mean? But something not just being, like, you could see where that potential and that energy coming from, and I just want to be like, that's, like, it wasn't like it's not lit. You dig what I mean? Like, because if I was in a trap house eating some hot Cheetos, you know, in my zone, you know, playing 2K, like, I would bob to that and wouldn't worry about the details of it. But since I'm not, you know, I have a standard. You know, we like Drake, we like Ghost Riders and shit like that nowadays. You know, we have a plus way we look at shit. Like, you know, we got a
So
plus way we
shout
look at
out,
it.
since you said Drake. So I watched the No Guidance video because, hey, boo, Chris Brown. But
Shout out to Chris Brown.
Shout out to Chris Brown and his 372 songs on his album.
Yeah,
but
that nigga got 1 million of them bitches. For real.
But the video is so funny. Like it is so funny to me because y'all know it plays on the fact that Drake can't dance, and so he has like a little dance routine in there, and it is hilarious. Like Drake battling Chris Brown in a dance battle. I thought it was just the funniest thing ever. It has nothing to do with the fact that I like Chris Brown and Drake, like nothing at all. But Chris Brown, if you listening, because matter of fact, can somebody send this link to Chris Brown so he can know that I'm out here for him when he's ready? I know he may not like my type, but you know, there's one for everybody. Just want to let y'all know that. And I'm undecided. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to wake up in here. Y'all sleep. Duke sleep. Stop snoring, dude.
I'm not snoring. I'm listening.
good.
I'm listening to you. You having your rant and your enjoyable moment about. You had an isolated moment about Chris Brown.
I did.
And how much you appreciate
sorry,
and
guys.
value his craft, or maybe just him as a you know,
Both.
you know,
He
a
is a very
character,
talented
personality, or whatever. You know, his
He's
talent.
a music artist.
You know, he's what?
He's a music. How you know?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know for what angle you just deeply appreciate it, because I just felt like you might need to check your panty line at this point. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I was hearing a little bit. Like it was a lot of excitement. You know what I'm saying? So
I am excited about Chris Brown, so it's fine. But I'm excited about a lot of people I need. So just
but is it excitement to check the panty line? And excitement not for everybody. You don't have that for everybody.
not everybody.
But there's a multiple of guys' names that you could throw out there.
Right.
That
There's a few on the list.
that you have to check the panty line.
There's a few on the list.
Yeah. Well, they got some women just instant give you, like, you just feel it. You just feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some women when you see you like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's
She
someone.
get you like that? Big old
Who
freak?
does it? Who does it for me like that?
Every time. So
You
if
know-
we pull up a picture, you just gonna go boom.
Oh man, that's crazy. Like I
goodness.
wonder who does it like that. I don't really have nobody really like who does it like that. I've seen some ones I would like, you know, just they're not nobody with a name, but just IG chicks. I'm like, damn. Like
Some IG models?
Yeah, my shit jumped. Like, yeah.
You got a thing for IG models?
But just sometimes you'll see one and you be like There's some women. There's
But you
levels,
can't even know if they guys or girls these days. Them
Well,
IG models,
Well, that's true. But what I'm saying is, you got levels.
I don't
of
think
like,
I want to take my testing on IG models.
But I'm just saying, sometimes
that
you
ain't
see
what I would
ones,
want my
you
stuff
see
to
some
move
ones,
from.
you be like, oh. I'm just saying, I call them an IG model just because I see them. They might be a hairstylist or a lash technician. You know, they find some hustle to do taxes if they have an LLC.
It don't matter. You
But
don't
I'm
know if
just
it's
saying.
guys or girls. It don't matter if they do hair.
Well,
It don't matter if they
I don't
paint
know.
toenails. It don't matter if they cut cheese. Like, I
hope they ain't cutting cheese. That'd be terrible. You know what I'm saying? Professional cheese cutter. Terrible. Terrible job to have.
But I'm saying, people do have those weird fetishes. Like, there are Instagram pages where you can, like, post stuff and you get paid based on what you post.
Oh, I don't
like,
know.
you know what I'm saying? Like, people that...
I'm talking about
like
very
people that they have, like, the
attractive
stocking fetishes. You post your stockings. You be like, okay, I'm going to post red. They DM you, post them red stockings, cash app you, whatever amount. I was thinking about getting into that, but I feel like it's a little weird.
I met a chick, and I'm actually trying
It's
to
a
get
little
her
weird.
on
I
the-
can't.
on
My
the show.
morals won't let me move forward that direction.
I'm trying to get on the show. She's a foot model and a foot fetish person. Like, guys pay her to do foot shit to them, like put a foot in their mouth, put foot in, like walk on them, put heels on and all that. And I'm like, where's a person mind at to want somebody that they like to suck their feet, eat stuff off they between? I'm like, for real, so I'm running, but she just don't want to present herself because she's like a professional woman, but then she does that and she like, man, make so much money.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
and I'm talking to. It's a lot. I'm telling you, the people.
It's like the old school phone sex operators.
Yeah, I also know a chick who she work. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to just get those type of interested people in here to talk. Like,
they don't have time.
You know what I mean?
They
like,
busy.
Well, they want to come, but the thing is, they have what's the word? Is it? They don't have. You're living two lives. So
they have a normal life, and they don't want you to put them on blast.
Right.
Like that.
So you got the Bruce Wayne, then you got the Batman. You got the Clark Kent and Superman shit going on, and they don't really want to mix the two because they conflict. They don't complement each other. Like, if you saw them out somewhere or whatnot, you would not know that that's what she's gonna go do when she leave wherever you saw her at. So she about to go and do what?
I'm trying to have a second life like that.
Really, you want to live like that?
I mean, I don't know about the foot fetish thing because I don't really like people licking on my toes and not.
Okay, so what
I
is
don't really like
you
people
could
playing
do?
with my feet like that.
What about the sex and masochism and like how you making people like you are dominant and you get a submissive guy?
So no. Listen, so I don't want to do anything where I have to interact physically with the person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the ones that like post like different stockings that they wore and you just see their legs and stuff. I probably could do something like that. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, okay, let me just see a picture of you with red stockings on or like without my face and all that good stuff. I feel like I could do something like that. But as far as like physically touching someone and having them be in a space like the professional cuddlers and all that stuff, like I don't do that. Because as you know,
yes, they have that.
As you know, I watch movies on the phone, so I don't want to be with a stranger.
Clearly, she wants your attention, but not your company. She giving out. Tony Dominique is giving out phone dates, ladies and gentlemen. And I think honestly,
I probably would have been really good.
And on phone she might be gay. She'll take a female. Like shit, we can watch. It could be a girl power. Like shit, we can have a slumber party, but we at our own house.
You stay over there. I stay over here.
Girl, you got your pajamas on. Get your popcorn and your hot sauce, girl.
Don't FaceTime me. Just talking.
You know what I'm saying? So Tony out here giving phone dates. So if anybody want to sign up for that, hop in that DM or a message.
Yo, that might be a good thing. People who are really lonely that just want to talk to somebody.
You might need to.
That might be a business.
Yes, you might need to do that. You might need to. You know what I'm saying?
Pay like a monthly fee. You get a certain amount of call time.
Holler out your cash app. What's your cash app? so they can know. I'm
gonna have to make a separate cash app for that because my cash app is a business cash app.
Okay, so you don't want to mix business with business,
right? I'm gonna need a separate cash app for that.
I mean, it's all business. You know what I'm saying? It can go to one handle.
Whatever makes the money.
You know what it should be? That's because your handle says something like whatever your company is. It should just say Tony Dominique.
No, I don't want them to search me down like that. Cause
I am the business. You know what I'm saying? It all flows. It starts here. Okay, ladies and
Tony Dominique doing business as
DBA. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the business. So come on with it. Because without me, these events. Without me, there's a lot of things. A lot of shit at Litt Netwrk won't happen. So I'm the business. It starts there. So change your handle to Tony Dominique, and then let them know they need to pay Tony Dominique for. Now, the platinum membership is the cuddling. That's when you actually got to physically come out your comfort zone to get that bag.
That's gonna be some cash flow, because to get me out of my comfort zone.
I know. I know.
You gonna have
but
to
the
have
thing
some
is,
real
you can't go to.
But see, no.
You can't go to your house or their house.
No, pineapples. The thing about that is when you come out of your bag, the people that have that type of money, besides like the basketball players and all that other stuff, they don't really need that. The people that have that type of money are like the weird computer nerds. It's like really hairy and they like 472 pounds and they
Not all the time. Not all the time. They're not always like that. They just some people are just socially awkward and lack severe confidence. There's some people. Listen, honestly, you know what's crazy? There's a lot of, and it's just the funny part. There's a lot of guys that got money that I've met, even on the street level. They don't know how to talk to women, so they got to go buy stuff to talk to women. And these guys, they just not cool enough to buy the cool things. They don't even know what the cool things are. So they don't even know what to buy. So they just be like, listen, I got money.
Direct them buying.
Right. At least the people who not cool, they know to get the car. To get the clothes, to look expensive, to be like, I know this gonna get them, but I don't know how to talk to them. But once they get this,
once they get
this, and I drizzle some of this little cash flow on them, I give them the bag to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like now they like, okay, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But those guys don't know the cool in that element, so they just be like, listen, I got the money. I make $80,000. I got enough, my mom's in the homes. I took my mom's. I'm
gonna need you to make 6 figures.
But if you met a guy, say if you met a guy and he's a IT guy, and he just lets that, stereotypical geek guy.
Do he got kids?
He don't have no kids. He don't.
What side of town he live on?
Well, let's say he lives Marietta. Okay, let's say Marietta, Cobb Parkway, Delk Road area, some shit. I don't know, but. Let's just say he's in that area, right? And he's in IT, he make good money, right? He make very good money. He build computers.
He over there putting your hand in.
He do all types of stuff, right? So, but he's legal. He's legit. He don't have no clue how to travel. He don't know. He just has his life together.
I would go with it. I like to groom a person.
No.
I'm grooming you. I like to groom a person.
But he's not attractive. There is no attraction in it.
That's fine. I'm with it. That's
I'm talking about
it ain't
almost turn me off.
Nope. Like Lil John or like Seal, like
whatever your most unattractive is. Let's just go to your ideal most unattractive in your mind.
Everybody, I haven't met that yet.
What you don't like? Think about the things you don't like.
I haven't met that.
He's
yet.
that.
I haven't met that person.
No, the things you don't like in a person, physically. He don't dress good. He got man boobs. He might be knock needed. You dig what I'm saying? His teeth he might have a gap. He might be, his ears might sit too far low on his jawline. It makes him have an oblong head. Give him a, Homer Simpson head type shit. Like, he might, he just whatever you don't like, a feature. He might look so unattractive. He looks exotic. Then you'd be like, okay, but maybe.
So you trying to say he look like the Elephant Man?
Well, he just look whatever his ideal.
I feel like that's what he described.
Whatever your ideal unattractive is, he's that. But he's fat. He's super short. Or whatever his thing, whatever you don't like oh shit.
That wouldn't turn me off. I'm a chubby chaser.
Whatever. If he's super small, say he's real thimble, like the little kid long neck.
That might turn me off. So that might turn me off because I really don't like
that nigga. Really, what if you met a wide neck? Could you date the nigga wide neck? You can't date wide neck.
I don't know.
You can't date the wide neck.
But I really don't like really skinny dudes because like when I think about mine sexually, like it's just not a good.
See, okay, so let's start there. He's skinny, super skinny, severely skinny. He has a low metabolism. You can't feed him enough. You see what I'm saying? Ain't enough Golden Corral at 7:00.
First of all, we're not eating Golden Corral because that's nasty. I don't eat community food.
Well, Golden Corral gets people fat, and it weighs on you heavy. You know what I'm saying? So, but you just can't get him to get the weight that you desire, right? So start there. What else you don't like? Give me something else that you just like,
bad breath.
The breath is twangy. You're like, ooh, you feel it right there.
Stomach.
You feel it. You're like, you got to poop and burp and everything at the same time. You got a little bit of that. Back to humming. What else you got?
Missing teeth in the front.
He got his front, but he ain't got no back row. He can't eat no hard candy or nothing. He got no molars on both sides.
I can't see your missing teeth unless.
But he got a wide smile.
Smile short. Smile short.
You got to tighten it up. You got to tighten it up.
Cut it short.
Okay. What else you don't like? Give me one more thing. Give me one more thing. Just like. Give me one more thing.
I don't know that I have another thing.
I got one. If the bottom of the pad of their feet is not appropriate, because like I don't like.
I'm not gonna play with his feet.
I don't. This is the thing, but I don't. This for me as a man, this is me.
That's because women shouldn't have hard feet like that. What do you do?
But they got some that have it though. The worst time to find out is when you got him in missionary and feet kicked up, and you like, oh, Duke, what have we done, Duke? What have we done? You got them feet up and you rocking about them ankles. You're looking at them heels. You're like, this is so, oh, fuck, we here now. We here now.
Don't do that no more.
But now you got to turn on her stomach, put her on her knees, because you don't want to see them heels. You got to get them heels shooting that way. You shoot them heels up and you look at this visibility. You're like, look at this shit. I'm making a bad decision. Good thing I tipped it and rolled it to the base. Good thing I pinched the tip and rolled it to the. But this is what I'm saying. That type of person.
What if you got that girl pregnant with the hard heels?
Oh, I'm going to need a flight of steps. I'm just saying, I just need steps. I might need to work out. I need to get my mind right. I need to think. I need to go up the steps, come down the steps several times.
She called you, done pinched the tip, you done rolled it back, but guess what? It was a slit on the side. When you rolled it back, it cut a little bit. You ain't noticed.
Nah, Magnum XL. See, that's why I get the Magnum XLs, though.
No, but look.
I'm going to tell you something. That's why I get the Magnum XL. Let me tell you something.
No, they had a callback on them and you ain't know.
No, that's why I get the Magnum XLs, because it give me, see, I can't fit it all the way, which is a good thing, so it leave me a little slack. You dig what I'm saying?
It slip off. It slip off
it
right
don't
in the
slip
moment.
off. I fit it just enough where it don't slip off. Like, I'm right there. The Gurkhas will catch it. The Gurkhas will give it that extension. You dig? And then I get a little play in the bag. And
Excuse me. Pause. Pineapple.
If I put my hood on.
Is there another song to play, please?
I'm just saying. If I put my hood on.
It's another song.
On my pullover jacket.
We have a guest in the building.
It's a little baggy a little bit. But it fit. But anyway. Listen.
We have a guest in the building.
It's just some things you can't accept in life.
Can we cause Duke, you half slipping right now, so no half stepping. We're gonna play B Morgan right quick, and we're gonna get our guest.
We lit.
Screaming out like, who do you love? No IG. With all of these bros, I swear one of y'all coming home. Yeah. John Wall, I'm finna flex. If I'm with you, but then I'm finna sex. I don't apologize for nothing in the past. Bad boy, I'm puffy combs in the flesh. Like, oh no. DJ knocking that new joint. Molly in a drink, now she tryna. Shorty face down and the bottoms up. Loud in the air and the bottoms up. Like way up. See, I'm a real, I don't chase them. Throw a couple dollars for a fast break. Hit a 1-2, now that's a layup. Hater. Who do you love? Are you for sure? Is it me? Who do you love? Yeah. Are you for sure? Tell me it's me, girl. Are you for sure? Do you love? Do you love? Yeah. For sure. I don't got a problem being friends with you. Long as you got plans to bring your friends with you. Couldn't give a kick your mans with you. Girl, why you acting like I am with you? Yo, like you don't know. Getting bucky in the back at a photo. Got you missing from the party like we're homegirl. Ask shorty, can she take it? She like, oh no. The sky is the limit. Oh hell no, it isn't. One moon and the stars. You know I got chips, is you free though to lay up? Bars, talking about who do you love? Baby, you know I'm the one. Talking about who do you love? Baby, you know I'm the one. Yeah. Who do you love? Are you for sure? Are you for sure? Who do you love? Are you for sure? Who do you love? Are you for sure? Are you? Who do you love? Who do you love, girl? Hey.
That was lit. I fucks with that.
You need to listen to it. Stop lying. No, I'm just joking.
Listen, be honest. Listen, a song could be lit if it's playing in the background and y'all dialogue, and if it don't interrupt your dialogue, like, man, what is this, man? What you got on?
You still hear.
That's what vibe is. It allows a vibe to set in. You don't have to be lit and like turn up.
What was the song about?
It had a "Who Do You Love" on the backdrop. It would sound like a sample of a sample.
A sample of a sample.
Because it took it from LL. LL took it from someone. Yeah. So I can relate it to that. I know music. You know, now exactly what they were saying. Come on now.
It's relatable.
I don't lie on Mondays.
you lie. What days do you lie on?
About like Wednesday. I start lying around
Wednesday, right? You cut it off about Friday to let it marinate before Sunday.
Yeah. You don't want to go too heavy into your lying.
Right.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
give a lie a rest.
Because I do my lies are black. I got black lies.
No, you don't got little white lies.
I got big black lies.
They clear in the darkness.
Oh yeah,
big black Lawrence Taylor lies.
For
real.
Those are the kind that get you out of trouble. I like them.
For real. That's when they mean the most.
NT Way, we have BR3.
Yes.
In the building.
BR3.
What made you have that name?
Run with me. Bree actually is my actual name. Whoa. Can I spit that out? It's my actual name, but the 3 I've changed, I want to say about 3 times. I went through my
phase
of
changed the
getting my
three times?
Gain of getting myself together and then getting the business together. So my 3rd it's just always been my number, but it happened to be my transition. And then a lot of stages through life, but 3 major transitions.
Okay. You better have a vision.
He understands thyself. You know exactly where he's going with this.
Yeah.
I like that. So how long have you been an artist, my man?
I've been an artist, a serious artist, I want to say about 6 years.
Okay.
So writing, a writer before that, but I've been writing for people like Jacquees, ghostwriting for. I actually got a few credits in.
You've been writing for the King of R&B.
Stop. So do you two agree that he's the king of R&B?
He said, "Don't put him on the spot like that." That's your client.
But you can easily say, "I think he's a great artist."
A king of R&B for all time, no.
But
he said for his generation, you know, he don't have anybody in his generation either, though.
Yeah.
So it's a truth.
He the king of his time.
Yeah. He don't have anybody else in his generation. I mean, Chris Brown outside of
you got to give credit.
Chris Brown older.
Listen, like some artists, you got to give credit.
His age bracket. So it's like if we breaking it down from infants to toddlers to kids.
What to think about it? Like think about where we come from, right? You know, you had a cat that was like, "You, Soulja Boy." He set the tone. But a lot of people don't give him the credit for it. But he set the tone. You see what I'm saying? So you know, some of the stupid stuff that we indulged in really had some groundbreaking moments to at that time. So
and I feel like give it up to him. I feel like it's a form of entertainment, and that's what music the industry always will be, entertainment.
Right.
So if it make people laugh, cry, feel something, you know, that's entertainment.
It's evoking emotion.
He did a good job. He pulled one. He said, "Okay, this is stupid."
Yeah, and he's gonna make us talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Shock value. Exactly. Shock value pays off sometimes.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? So who inspires you as an artist? Like who do you draw that inspiration from? You know, when you're trying to get in creative, do you have a moment when you have writer's block and you got to pull from someone? You know, you got to drive around, listen to your favorite artist or that favorite something. How do you go through and navigate through that?
It's crazy because I listen to Nat King Cole, I listen to Jimi Hendrix or something like that. I actually have my vinyls, all of that. I listen to them.
Vinyls.
But the Ice Cube, for some reason, that's just always my end up going back to.
Ice Cube?
That's always my.
Is that your favorite artist?
He was my first favorite artist, and Andre 3000 ended up being the next.
Okay.
So it's a combination of the two.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's good range.
The first song we got from you is Drip. So tell us what's coming on with that. How did you formulate that? Since you've been writing for other people, what made you write Drip for you?
Drip was actually an idea with OT Genesis. OT came up with something. He said it in the studio, and I took the idea and turned it into that hook, and it was kind of like freestyling, and kept it, and he loved it. We actually had the funny thing. And I don't say it too much. We had 2 versions of the song. The first version, he did his, and then I came back and did mine. And they came back to me and said, "No, we got to do his again because we can't have you going like this and his sounding like that." So it was humbling, but it was funny at the same time because it's like, you know, you used to this. This is your job. Now you let me outshine you. What you doing? But
sometimes you gotta let somebody bring you to your level. Sometimes you get comfortable in a setting, and you gotta like somebody gotta really like, hey, look, step up. Don't let it, like they said on Love and Basketball. Don't let a freshman take your spot.
That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, you know, you want to be a competitor. You know, this is just like in basketball, and it's a sport. You know, outside of the business, the sport and the craft of it, you got different angles. You know, you got a craft. That's what you're doing. Then you have the sport of it all. The sport is, oh, he dropped that. Oh, I gotta drop this.
Well, let's play this drip and let that drop.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We lit.
Why the diamonds on they dance while I flex, yeah. Middle finger to the and my ex, yeah. Popping bottles in the whip, yeah, yeah, yeah. Models tryna give me lips, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a whole lot of drip. I got a whole lot, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a whole lot of drip. I got a whole lot, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Run to the bank, gotta get it. Money that's I gotta get it. She give me like a fitty. All these big heads like a midget. BVS all in my dial. All these looking like wow. My smoking that loud. Tripped in the technical foul. Trippin', I'ma pop the clip and got the long nose. Hit a steady pippin'. If you keep lippin', then I'm 450. Whole clip gone, got a 450. Yeah, I been the ball, I got to burn the ball. A stupid icy watch, diamond turn the water. Got a bad drip like I'm Sean Carter. And they follow me like I'm Sean Dollar. I don't know about the show. I ain't friendly, bitch, I don't roll. So your homies hate, y'all some new homies. All my homies bang for no dose. Take it back, I'ma bust it down. Got a bad drip, but to bust it down. Yellowstone looking like piss. Look at the flick of the wrist.
Watch the diamonds on they dance while I flex, yeah. Middle finger to the and my ex, yeah. Popping bottles in the whip, yeah, yeah, yeah. Models tryna give me lips, yeah, 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 yeah. I got a whole lot of drip. I got a whole lot, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a whole lot of drip. I got a whole lot, yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to step, they was sleeping on me. Had to flit out my wrist like the penguin on me. Ain't a game when I step, cause I keep it on me. If you don't believe me, you can find out. Came with OT, now the pressure on me. I put to sleep like a wrestler on me. Put a check on my mouth, cause my teeth alone. And now I smile every time that I rap now. Okay, I make a drip just from dancing, huh? Said she love how I talk, it's romantic, huh? And my diamonds bilingual, they all foreign. They sauce to dance when the band come. Go get a check and deposit it. Them, they don't support you till you poppin' and pay. Run the drip because they already late. Catch the wave or you gon' drown in the lake. I'm out here drippin', I'm lit. They tryna copy the fashion, flex for a pic, they don't like me. Then post on IG for the clout, but I'm saving my pics for a mansion. We just don't think alike. So much ice in my mouth, we don't speak alike. All I roll is that gas, we don't geek alike. Turn your to a freak cause I feel nice. Why they diamonds on they dance while I flex, yeah. Middle finger to the and my ex, yeah. Popping bottles in the whip, yeah, yeah, yeah. Models tryna give me lips, yeah, 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 yeah. I got a whole lot of drip. I got a whole lot, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a whole lot of drip. I got a whole lot, yeah, 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 yeah.
Back. Oh yeah, now we're back in.
We're back. You always believe and then you hear back.
Yeah, back. Yeah, back. Okay, yeah, now we're back for real now. Oh man, shit, that was lit. I fucks with that.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man.
Definitely. So you said you've been doing music for 6 years.
I've been doing what I call a professional.
Seriously.
Yeah,
seriously for 6 years. How long have you been doing it overall?
I was playing
Back
10
in the day
instruments
when
by
he
4
was young,
years
he not
old.
as kid anymore.
So by 4 years old, I was playing 10 instruments.
Word.
So that's
just natural. Somebody
was natural.
Okay.
They did a story on it in Macon Telegraph Jesus, a long time ago. But it was like, you're just picking it up. It was something I would hear, and it's just I catch it and want to play.
Can you play piano?
So I can play piano.
Guitar?
I can play guitar, sitar, anything with strings on.
Do you write music as well?
Yeah, I write music. I can compose.
You can play the banjo.
I can do all that. Banjo ain't too good with.
But I know one. I bet you ain't never. I bet you ain't never won a handbone champion though. You can't handbone.
Speaking of championships, do y'all know?
Handbone though? Anybody remember handbone?
Is that what you do?
Yeah. I can't. You see what I'm saying? You can't play the palm in the chest.
I can't play the palm
with the thigh hamstring champ. You can't do that. That's the two. That's the chest. You feel me?
That's why you the champ, and I'm watching right now.
Speaking of championships, small insert here. Y'all know that Fortnite just had their big competition, and those
$31
million in prizes to those kids.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. So if y'all kids out here playing Fortnite, if y'all have kids,
let them play Fortnite.
Please.
But I don't think with it, at some point you gotta turn it off and go outside, get you some air. You know what I'm saying? Like play Fortnite. Till your thumbs bleed.
The kids that won those prizes is not going outside.
Nah, they live in their kids. They live in their parents' basement.
If you got a child that can do that, I'll sponsor that child for as long as you need that child sponsored until we get this money.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
My kids play Fortnite all the time.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. But you got to think, just like Madden challenges, 2K. I play 2K, and when I get in the park on 2K, man, I don't even play with the audio on, cause. Like I had to take the audio off because they get very disrespectful.
Oh yeah, they tell your mama, your grandma,
you
everybody.
can tell, like you know what I'm saying. Like man, it then some cats is trapping, so they gonna think like yo, gotta make this play. Whoa, back that up. And I'm like, wait.
Yeah, you like, am I supposed to hit this?
Right. I don't think this supposed to.
Am I being a witness to a
PlayStation Network? Yes, that's what's happening.
For that, I can get arrested.
I'm a verbal witness. I'm just hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, please don't. But they get too disrespectful. But they very good though. And it's like how much time you have in your day to be that good. Because I play video game, and sometimes I can play for some hours.
Just imagine.
Oh my God!
If you look around this room, you see how many phones. I mean, this is devices everywhere. That's today's day. Yeah. Like we don't really act or interact with each other anymore. Everything is done through your screen or it's done via something. Right. It's not done in person. Yeah. So it's kind of like even if we try to teach them, even if we try to teach them when they leave outside of the household,
they're gonna get to they're gonna fall right in line and assimilate to what they do already.
Exactly.
They're gonna follow the time. I mean, even with the dating thing, like y'all seem kind of y'all on dating apps and all this stuff, or y'all out here like that? No, y'all do the organic way.
I say you ain't gonna catch me out there.
Okay. Well, I don't know about y'all. I'm on them shits. Okay, I'm on Bumble. You catch me on Bumble, Tinder, POF. I might even get depressed and jump on tag. You dig what I'm saying? You know, so,
I do remember that one.
But it even go way back to age, sex, location, race. Yeah. On Black Planet, when somebody had to describe themselves. Yeah. I remember when we was going that time. I was like, oh, I could go. Listen, not only could I meet the chick in the neighborhood. Now you know that back then you wouldn't go that far. You might catch a bus over there right quick, but you ain't going to catch buses and traveling, and you ain't have Uber like you had to. Ride with somebody, you gonna bring me up there, or catch a bus or walk. But now you got the age, sex, location type. Now you talking a town or two over.
Oh yeah, I got catfish back then.
The catfish was serious.
Catfish,
man, listen,
I got.
That's when you have to write the directions out. You have to Google the directions.
Pineapples. I need to hear about.
Go ahead. Tell us about this catfish.
I literally, you know how you had your MySpace and your Zangas. Your Zangas, you writing everything. You be talking to. I see your pictures and all that. Well, I saw all the pictures. She would send me different pictures on my email. You know, I had AIM at the time.
Right.
So I don't know if everybody remember that, but you get your little message and stuff, and she said, we can meet up and whatnot at the mall.
Yeah.
Everybody went to the mall.
That's the worst place to meet up.
I'm walking into the mall thinking that
something more intimate.
You finna see what you saw on the picture.
Oh my God! I see every time I look. I see, oh, beautiful. Okay, cool. That gotta be her. Nah, it ain't her. I hit the phone, or I hit the what was it called? When you move, whatever. But chick was a girl that I had went to school with. Bigger, bigger girl just didn't want to tell me or nothing like that. And it wasn't even the fact of how she looked. It was just the fact of first of all, I done came all the way here. I had to get a ride to come there. Then I had to do all this other stuff just to meet up with something that.
You had to barter with somebody.
You could have told me this a long time ago.
And I'd have made my decision. I probably was going to say no, but You know,
No, you
gotta live
hit
with
the
that.
took out one time.
But you know what? Like, I got catfish. Well, you know, in the MySpace era. Yeah. You know what I mean? When you could drive,
Y'all
like
out
I'm
here
driving.
catfish?
I'm talking about. I go over there, but the thing is,
I'm telling you,
listen,
that catch you.
Listen,
That
I think this is about. I think this was circa.
I've never been catfish.
2000. I think this was circa 2000 and I want to say 9, 8 or something like that. That's what MySpace was popping hard, right?
I'm gonna go catfish somebody.
I goes to this is before I even moved on the south side. Off of Gobby Road. I goes to Old Nat, bro.
You ended up in the wrong place in the first place.
But I've been to Old Nat before, so I didn't pull something at the Mexican spot before they closed down. Like I went to grown folks. I used to go to Ritz. Like I used to kick it. So I go to Old Nat. So I'm not familiar with Old Nat. It was cool, right? I go to Old Nat, man, and I'm like, oh, you know how somebody send you the pictures of how they used to look? And because the technology, the phones wasn't as clear, so if you get a fuzzy kind of picture, you know, we had flip phones.
Yeah, that was the class.
So everything was kind of suspect as far as quality. So you couldn't really rate. Now somebody sees like, hold on, cuz. My phone will even tell me now this was took with a Polaroid. Like my phone will even say that now. The technology is so fucking advanced. My phone will be like, bruh, she tripping. You know what I mean? Like your phone is that advanced. But back then the phones wasn't advanced. Man, like, you know, you see somebody, you be like, and like you saying, I'm meeting them. We met at the little spot up in that area, and I'm seeing people come in, and just one consistent chick just there. And I'm seeing everybody move around, and she there. And then when I peeped out, when I picked my phone up, and she'll look at her stuff, and she was, I'm like, so I just walk over there. You dig what I'm saying? I'm younger, so I'm like, I already drove here. She wasn't ugly, but physically she wasn't tough.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
she wasn't to the level you would expect.
I took one for my own. I took one for my own golf team, my own one-man army. It was all about. I took one for my own team. You understand? I already drove this, but you know,
you don't go that far.
I was living. I'm gonna tell you where I was living at.
That's food.
I was living in Norcross, right there off of Brook Hollow, right by the Pompadour.
This was why you was in the good Georgia?
Yeah, this was recent. This was like in my 14 years here. This is I got here in 05. This was like my was probably like 2007, 2008, 2009. This was like 2008 summer type shit. But she wasn't. That's why I was able to kind of like take one for my own team, because she wasn't terrible, but she deceived me. It was the deception that, like, sometimes you depressed. She caught me at a time where,
dudes out there. Shout out to y'all for not catfishing me. I have never gotten anything that I haven't.
And when you do that, you gotta hit her with that aggression too. You gotta give him that picture. Why you ain't tell me?
Why you ain't tell?
Why you ain't tell? You should have.
That's what creates stalkers right there. See, that right there is the problem.
Well, you make
this why your tires flat when you walk outside.
But they pee a little bit. You gotta make them pee a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna take a little. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna play your next song. Set It Off. And then we're gonna come back, talk about it, see what's the real deal behind Set It Off. Cause y'all pineapple.
Oh man, y'all some crazy people, man.
We lit.
We lit.
I'm getting money, so tell me how is that acting funny? Pull up in a 64 and I wasn't even trying to stunt. I'm knocking out a back, demolition, I don't need a front. They told me that I lost it, but how I lose what was never lost. They said it's piling up, that I need to put a hand on it. Well, that ain't an issue, I drop a stack just to stand on it. Block, don't need a Superman for this, so now that man on it. If you tryna run off on a nigga, wouldn't plan on it. Bitch, my aim impeccable, I would think that it's God sent. Kick back and make a nigga ask how your party went. Overalls and a nose ring, pocket never losing. You can argue if you want criticism, gon' make me shoot you. Ocean Drive with your Creole tucked in a doggy bag. Wrist look like a fucking chandelier, now where your diamonds at? They fucked around and put me at a club, nigga started it. Fire marshal had to shut it down, bitch, ain't no money back. I got my diamonds in a bag, they can't say that from me. I got some shooters on my team that protect that for me. I always gripping in my bag, cause the streets don't love me. Nigga, run up if you want. I got my diamonds in a bag, they can't say that from me. I got some shooters on my team that protect that for me. I'm always gripping in my bag, cause these streets don't love me. Nigga, run up if you want. I'm trying to take over the world just like Pinky them. Mama raised a cannibal, that's why I'm always eating them. Quick to beat a nigga up and turn around and speak to them. All my niggas ball like I hang with Mr. Clean and them. Folk be petty, say I never answer what the reason is. Bitch, don't make me slap you cause they weren't there when I needed them. Turn it back, you must not know what the sentence for treason is. Click, click, somebody check what that screaming is. I done died so many times, I swear that shit ain't funny. I'm gonna keep the same energy when you ask for money. Read between the lines, if you ain't with me, then that shit be on me. Sent up to the sky like Elizabeth, Mr. Sanford dummy. 223 gon' make them weaker than by 7 days. I'm trying to teach all my homies, get it in 7 ways. Report or abort the mission, that's how we play. I don't run from nothing but police, I ain't scared to spray. I got my diamonds in a bag, they can't say that from me. I got some shooters on my team that protect that for me. I'm always gripping at my band, cause the streets don't know me. Nigga, run up if you want. I got my diamonds in a bag, they can't say that from me. I got some shooters on my team that protect that for me. I'm always gripping at my band, cause these streets don't know me. Nigga, run up if you want.
All right, and we back. That was lit, man.
These dudes is out here getting catfish. If you have catfish somebody, please hit me up. I'm not gonna put y'all on the blast.
Listen, I know this is an anonymous question.
If you have catfish or been catfish,
why catfish someone? I have to meet you.
Give me 4 days.
I mean, you think the vibe is going to supersede the moment of meet?
Okay.
The presentation, like the vibe would never supersede the presentation. I would never enjoy your vibe enough that I'm gonna disregard the fact that I'm not attracted to you.
Exactly.
Like that's what you believe. That's what you believe. You believe that we're gonna enjoy the vibe so much. The other party.
I feel like somebody would enjoy my vibe so much that they don't pay attention to how cute I am.
But see, you're not unattractive. Somebody might not say you might not be my type. Somebody could say that possibly for all of us. But we're not a group in this room right now, a group of unattractive people. I see some decently attractive motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And these are fellas, and we got a lady in here. Like, we some good-looking people. So we won't get that type of vibe. We talking about people who just... You just know you ugly. You know that you ain't got it.
So like a Shanae.
Right.
Like, so Shanae got a good vibe. She got a pretty girl vibe.
But see, Shanae is aggressive, though.
Yeah, so she gonna take. She's not gonna get what she wants. She gonna take what she wants. Like you got women like that though. Yeah, they got women like that. Like they got some chicks be hopping on me. That's like, you know, that's why I know I gotta fix my body because like I'm a tweener. I'm a tweener. Like I'm really not fat. I'm just lazy. You dig what I'm saying? Like my arms, I don't got the hang chin. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all that extra. You know what I mean? I just got it in my midst. So the chick, the fat, fluffy, extra, the BB, not the sexy BBW. That's like doing the modeling. The other ones, the ones that don't do the modeling.
They got a point.
The ones that's 2 steps from my 600-pound life.
No, they don't be that bad because they just know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of their league. I'm talking about I'm in the wheelhouse for somebody.
I'm trying to figure out at what level.
It's not the somebody's I want it to be. You dig what I'm saying?
But no, like, cause I feel like when there's two big people, I get really confused. Cause I'm like, okay, how does the plug meet the outlet? Like, how does that work?
That's a lot of beef to move around.
That's
a lot of beef to move around.
Plug meet the outlet? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, skinny people, it fits, it mesh. I guess that's probably why I'm a chubby chaser because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I need a comfort. Like two bones can't hit together because that'll start a fire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a certain level of cushion and a certain level of slimness to make it go together.
Sizes, man. The different sizes, because you know sometimes you got the small petite women like them.
Get you an old school Monique. You gonna make that work?
Old school Monique? Yeah, I rock Monique. I rock old school Monique. I rock her. Like that missionary probably warm.
Oh no, I can't do it.
I'm talking about. Listen. I'm talking about when you get them. You know what I'm saying? When you pin them hams back. When you pin them hams back. What we just said, so y'all came there early. We just talked about it earlier. You ever had a chick missionary, and when you pick them feet up, you can see them heels at the bottom of the past of the feet.
Pause. We did not talk about this.
No. Terrible. But you know, right to the left, you like,
I ain't killed her.
You already there.
It's already there, so it was like, look, we already there, so it is.
You already there, like you in it, and you don't notice the bottom. When you check the bottom of people's feet, I'm gonna need to start when you come in my house. Take your shoes off. Let me see the pads of your foot. Let me see the pads of your foot, because they disguised. I'm telling you, some bad foot women out here with J's on. I'm telling you. For real. Heels is busted. The bottom, like right there, them touch points, like right under that ball of that foot, be black and hard, them touch points. Oh my God.
With a little bone on the side of the big toe, that little round.
But you don't notice it till you go missionary and the feet go up, and then you racking them ankles, and you like, oh.
Accidentally slip up talking about what are those? What are
shit? Then you got them ankles all clutched. You got them guys going. And you look over, you like, Because I'm the type of guy, like, if I'm in it, I might throw a toy in my mouth. I see that, I'm like, damn, I can't really max out. If I can't max out with you, like, I'm the type of nigga, like, if I can't eat it, I can't beat it. Like for real, dead ass.
I'm good.
If I can't max out with you, we not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point?
Oh, boy.
My head niggas say, oh, man, I don't eat.
That's the
Listen,
truth.
my auntie told me some good game. If you can't do all that you want to do with that woman,
then that's not for you.
Then you shouldn't do nothing with the woman. Like when they say, "Oh, I put my joint in it before I put," but why you don't respect yourself, your man part to that point? Like respect you,
exactly.
All of you, not don't be. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could put your meat on it, you can put your face on it.
Like you said, grandma tell you one thing. My grandma said that guy fall off. I ain't never forget that. I don't care if it fall off or not, it will fall off.
Yeah.
So that just
like I feel like if you could go and throw your eggplant on it, you know what I'm saying? You can kiss it too. Like for real. I'm just saying. We gonna get the adult hour just kicked off. He got real adult swim like. He got real adult swim. Remember HBO used to get real crazy after like 11. Real sex. What? I used to watch that. I used to watch you too. Oh man, you remember when they used to go in space in the movies? They used to crush hard.
Fortunate, bro. I had the little lines on the TV. They match up every now and then. And I see a titty, I be like, oh, okay, man. I have to wait for about 30 seconds.
I used to watch. Listen, on HBO, I used to watch soft porn so crazy because my mom used to always wonder where my sock. Now, where your left sock at? Like I never had a left sock.
Be in the corner hard.
Stiff. A bundle of stiff socks.
But why do y'all use socks?
Because you can shoot off in the sock and just keep it moving. Throw it in the net. Especially if you
can't use like a towel.
Nah, because towel drip off, so you can't encapsulate it. You gotta encapsulate it. Because most people don't listen. When you get a sock, you don't flip a sock out. However that sock is when you get it, that's how you gonna leave it. You gonna throw it in the washer like that. A towel you gonna open up and then the content of the towel is exposed. So now I done blew my cover. Plus a sock go on your feet. A towel go on your face. We got standards when we out here jacking off. As 12-year-old young men.
If you are not opening up your socks ain't clean. You got to roll it out to make sure that
No, man, who doing that? Ain't nobody doing that.
If the sock don't make noise when you throw it in the washing machine,
yeah,
it ain't do it right.
Yes, I'm talking about that sock be crunchy. That sock be crunchy, cuz. That sock be crunchy as fuck.
Okay.
No cap. And they say for real. Like I'm just saying, like that's just boyhood stuff.
I feel like this is TMI for me.
But it's crazy. Let me tell you, my uncles was gangster, man. I had some gangster.
I think it's TMI because I have boys.
You have 3,
and I don't.
So they go in separate rooms. They flank out.
And I don't want to know this.
So they get out of school. What? She ain't gonna catch. Wait, cuz. Wait, the old one catch the living room because he the oldest.
I don't want to know this.
He in the living room. The other one gotta go catch mama room. He don't like that because he like, bro, I gotta do the mama room. That's weird. Then the middle one get to catch the day room together.
Mama gonna find a sock later.
Mama gonna be like, how this hard ass sock got? Cause now little one fell asleep in mama bed with the hand in the bed with the sock on him. Him on the sock.
Oh, my little brother, boy, he been caught like that, boy. Shout out to you, boy. I'm gonna tell your story. I'm just.
And some people go fuck. As some people, the next level of sock is when you go and hit it with a fifi. See, I had uncles that went to jail.
We not going there. We not going there. Pineapples.
All right.
Pause. Right. Flag on the play. Audible. All right.
Alright, so we gonna stop it there. We gonna put a period, not a comma, because we ain't gonna keep this train going. We losing our Christian points in here.
Pause. All right.
So
what can we expect from you coming on in the future? Because we heard some of your songs. We're really vibing with your music. What do you got going on?
August 28th, I'll be releasing another project. It'll be like a mini project coming out to an album, but it'll be some singles and videos.
I'm making myself a feature. No, I'm joking.
Hey, come on.
Yo, I gotta get in the video, bro.
Let's go. I need
he always be trying to take my shine. He was trying to add in.
And I need another one.
Let me have something for myself.
Another track that I'm gonna do for the actual
single. I mean, you just need some commentary like Young Dolph did the joint. He had the nigga.
You get on the album after me.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just came and put his little thing. You just gotta let me put my thing. You came and rocked on the show. You see what I'm bringing to the table. You vibing with me?
No, you get on the. He's on the album after me. Okay, not on the album that I'm on.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? We brothers. You know what I mean?
On the album after me. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're not sharing the same album.
Tony, you already could get more than me. You got the right equipment.
Okay,
so just let me get this one blessing, get that out the way, and then y'all can negotiate whatever type of contract y'all want to negotiate. Yeah, come on, because you already laying on the golden goose. You see what I'm saying? You sitting in the wings with something he might could use. I don't know if he a Christian brother or maybe he's taking. I don't know.
I gave you the second album after me.
No, man. Let me get this out first. Let me jump out first.
No.
Let me get drafted first. You go play one more year.
I'm an only child. I want all my first.
You know what I'm saying? Don't try to come out my draft class. You're already working with more than me. You already got the right.
Well, you gotta be quick. You gotta be quicker than that. I already put it on the table.
God ain't make it like that.
Don't be mad.
That ain't what God love. God made it the way it is, so you just gotta stand back and be humble.
I ain't God.
Let your fellow brethren receive this favorable blessing.
We ain't related.
You feel me?
We ain't related.
It's all good. It's all good. I see you. You got your shoulders up. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why you.
I knew he was coming.
I'm just saying, like, she went. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I only put him out for certain people. I knew he was coming. I had already checked this little IG.
She got
scroll through right quick.
She got the ratchet hook top braids on.
There we go.
You feel me? I'm just saying. You know when the braids swing around like that?
Better solidify.
The bitches swing around like that?
Better solidify.
Oh man, you got the ratchet. I'm telling you, she look like she still petty stuff. Like shit, I can use that. Like I don't even smoke. She's like one of them chicks always got like you don't even smoke. You don't know how to roll or nothing, but she can freak a black. Like what the fuck? Where you been hanging? She been hanging in Clawson. Y'all ain't catch the earlier parts of this Litt Netwrk.
Don't be telling all my business.
You know what I'm saying? She stays on this side of the perimeter.
But let me explain to you why you over there having your commentary. I done solidified the first and the second, so now you done bumped to the third. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do. You talk too much.
It's all good.
We over here making money moves.
You already winning. I'm just trying to compete.
Oh my goodness.
And watch Big Crit page in the next couple of days too. Okay. I ain't gonna say too much, but just watch his page. I'll be on that too.
That new album.
Oh yeah, bro. Definitely.
For real.
So just keep a watch.
Yeah, but shout out to Crit. You know.
Everything br3music.com, br3 music on all my social medias. I'm also finna start doing some community givebacks and stuff like that. I have where you can donate on my website. You know, just some different stuff so we can actually get some community stuff popping out here.
Good stuff, man.
That is what's up. Well, we really, really appreciate you for coming on and your team bring you out. You know what I'm saying? We got a little celebrity in the building. A celebrity with the celebrity, because I am the celebrity, but you know, you a celebrity.
Of course.
We over here doing the big things. We wish you much success on all your projects you got coming on. We're going to follow you. If you got something you want us to come out to, definitely hit us up. Let us know.
Bangers, man.
Keep sending your music.
Listen, man, we're a test lab. Just send it to us. You dig what I'm saying? And encourage your independent artists that you come across.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a lot of young side artists. If you come across poets.
You get the album first.
Please
I got some.
Please do.
Got some.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, give us some Litt Netwrk hot exclusives.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man.
Anyway.
We see the little now. You want to get it from the ground level first. You want to see how the people, the common man. See, people forget about the common man. Like, real talk, if Kevin Hart thought about the common man a little bit, he probably wouldn't have kissed the Rock and Central Intelligence. You know what I'm saying? This is the Litt Netwrk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm Duke Desdoon.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody who has come on the show, everybody who keeps following us and listening to us every day. We really appreciate you. Without you, there is no us. So thank you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Remember to stay living in today's time because
we lit.
Yeah. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. Yeah. Yeah. Ay, yeah, it's lit, and like it ain't lit. L-I-T-T, L-I-T-T, and like it ain't lit. Yeah, it's lit, and like it ain't lit. L-I-T-T, L-I-T-T, and like it ain't lit. Yeah, we lit, 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 yeah, we lit. It's lit. Cut the radio up, grab the phone when the live on. This the latest station in the nation, get your mind blown. Monday from 9/11, causing hectic 9/11. You ain't heard about from word of mouth. Come here, let me tell you. We got Tony on the mic, the celebrity of ATL, and we got Duke, plus my dog Omar as well. It's a lituation every time you cut the station on. It's the Litt Netwrk.